Welcome, Never-Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and I'm so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 1-hour Power Vinyasa Flow Yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we move in and out of variations of low lunge pose. The message is about turning your stumbling blocks into stepping stones. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. Okay, if you follow me on Spotify at Never Better Yoga, we are going to go ahead and we're going to all press that start button right now. Then come with me to the top of your mat. You're going to let your feet be all the way to the width of your mat. Let your knees bend. And I just want you to take a slow dive right over your legs into a fold. But let your ribs cascade down. Maybe your hands are on blocks. Maybe they're on your shins. Maybe they're just dangling on the floor. But we're starting in a fold. Your legs are soft and bent. And then just work 1 foot at a time, popping the heel up. It's like moving through molasses. Just nice and slow, working the arch of each of your feet. Popping it up nice and high, keeping your knees bent, keeping your navel drawing in towards your spine to protect your lower back. And then go ahead and capture one hand on each bicep and just hang right in ragdoll. Now, when you hang in ragdoll, let the crown of your head just hang in an element of heaviness. Yeah, let your face soften. And then ignite a little sway and a little shift. One hand being on each bicep. Your head just hangs down. Your eyes soften. And you just ignite a super slow weave, kind of creating a figure 8 with your arms. And then hold up in the center and shake anything out that could hinder your practice today. We are receiving inspiration from the Stoics, and obstacles are the way. So any obstacles that may be in your path, that you might think are hindering your path, may actually be your path. So shake out any perception that those obstacles are blocking you. And today we're going to turn any of those blockades, any of those stumbling stones, we're going to turn them right into stepping stones. Shake your head back and forth, knowing that through our perception, we can change what we think about things that are happening. So that yes comes back in, that knowingness that you are exactly where you belong. And then let your hands come to your shins. Push your shins back and your heart forward for a halfway lift. And then exhale, pull yourself together in a forward fold. Do that again 2 more times. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. 1 more time. Push the shins back. Pump the heart up. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Go ahead and heel toe your feet all the way together. And then as you sweep your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana, stretch high to the sky. Collect your hands at the center of your heart. Pull your chin to your chest and just bow your head. Now, before we begin to flow, should you have a purpose, an intention today for your practice, could be a wish, could be a prayer, could be an obstacle that you are going to turn from some sort of blockade, or maybe something that's keeping you stuck, or maybe even someone. We're going to turn those stumbling blocks right into stepping stones. So let your purpose permeate your being. Once you have your intention for your practice set, reach your arms up into a V, look up and open your eyes. Take your hands and bring them brushing and sweeping alongside your body, and then pop your heels up to balance on the balls of your feet with your hands spread wide right alongside your body. As you start to hinge at the waist, keep the heels popped and the ankles drawing in, hands spread wide. Tips of fingers down, part the knees, drop the hips to the heels, hands to heart. Fingertips down, spiral the inner thighs in, keep the heels lifted and fold. Lower the heels down. Now I want you to rock back and forth in your forward fold. Now your feet are closer together. You can curl your toes up, just warming the feet up a little bit more. If you want to spread your toes out, pop your heels up, then rock back on your heels, maybe even letting the toes flare out and then also drawing them in. Then solidify the soles of your feet. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, pull yourself together and fold. Root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Stand up, reach high to the sky. Collect into your heart center and pause. Offer your arms back up. Hinge dive and fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold, root to rise, standing tall, breathing in, making your flow, this standing mini series, super fluid. Inhale, offer up. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold as you bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Root to rise. One last time. Breathe in, look up. Pull your hands in Anjali Mudra to your heart center and pause. Offer your arms up, part the sky, hinge, bend, and fold, almost like you're floating over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, root to rise back up, stand tall, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, hands to heart center. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the back side, retract your shoulders and look up. Now neutralize your spine, keep your hands laced, bend your arms, slide your index fingers to your sacrum as you bend your knees. Hinge at the waist. Can you pick your hands off the back body just slightly with bent elbows? Now, fold all the way over your legs with your hands interlaced. Heel toe your feet apart. Stay in the fold with your hands interlaced, and maybe you let your shoulders rinse overhead. Release that connection. Plant your palms. Step back right onto your hands and your knees. Move through a little cat and a little cow. So you're going to push the earth away, spreading your palms nice and wide. And then inhale as you arch. Let your knees have that capability attaching to your shins and your ankles and your feet to hide right behind your quads. So if that alignment is not there, just line it up and then come back, moving the spine, getting that synovial fluid to slip in and out through your spine as you inhale and exhale. Then go ahead and tuck your toes under, pop your hips up, and spiral your inner thighs up and back, taking you in to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal through your feet a little bit, letting your heels press back behind your second and third toe. Really extend that back superficial line of your body. Breathing in and out through your nose. Let your breath be smooth, steady, and stable. And then go ahead and let the right leg lift up, but don't bend it. Just stretch it back. Pop your left heel up and lift your right heel another inch or two. Now point the right toes, bend the right knee, keeping it parallel. Shift your shoulders over your wrist, pretending to tap the top of your head. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose. Inhale, stretch it up and back, roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes on the right foot, way out. Circle your right foot around your ankle, and then reverse that direction. Stretch that right leg back, long, straight, and strong. Bend it, keep it parallel, shoulders over the wrist, point the right toes, tap the top of the head. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step the right foot in between your hands, dip the left knee down, offer your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Spinning the left foot off of your mat and right femur bone connects to your right forearm. Left arm up and overhead. So a little side bend, igniting that left rib cage. You might even spiral your gaze up and under that left arm. Now slip the left hand onto your left hip. Pop the right heel up. Stretch the right arm up and back. Now hinge at the waist and slowly transition to frame the right foot with both of your hands. Pop the left kneecap up. Pyramid pose. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Now your legs are on train tracks, really stretching out the right front hamstring by plugging it into that femur bone, plugging that hip socket in. Now soften the right knee, slip the left knee behind the right, extend the right leg, and keep the left leg bent. So you're kind of rocking back. Knees are kind of touching, and you're in a little variation of pyramid. Now balance on the right foot. Float up, half moon. Reach the right hand over and out. Peel the left arm open as you lift the left leg up. Lower the left hand down. Pull the left knee right up into your forehead and then set it next to the right, scooping the arms up to come to Utkatasana chair. Hook your thumbs, stand tall, open up your heart and chest. Exhale, dive right over your legs, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen, step back to a high plank pose. High plank asana. Squeeze your thumbs toward each other. In your mind's eye, squeeze your hands toward your feet toward your hands. Push back, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet in just a touch and from your down dog. We're going to keep our feet where they are. Pop the heels up, shift the shoulders over the wrists, and drop the hips toward your mat and lift the heart. So your hips are not touching. This is just a little variation. Push your hips up and back, down dog. Do that again. Inhale, peel the heels up. Shift the shoulders over the wrists. Drop the hips toward the mat. Don't let them touch. Offer your heart up. Exhale, take your hips up and back. Now this time, pull your heels up, pull your belly in, shift into a high plank pose. Now find a protraction in your shoulders. That's a rounding and a pulling apart. Bend your arms and lower all the way to your mat. Point your toes when you get there. Let your finger pads slip off of your mat. Retract your shoulders and rise up. Exhale, lower back down. Beautiful. Do it again. Push the pads of your fingers into the earth to retract your shoulders, drawing the blades together on the back side of your body. And lift even more. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, lower back down. Hands by your ribs, tuck your toes under. Pop your hips up and back, downward facing dog. In your down dog, lift your left leg up, not letting it bend. Just reach it straight with the sole of the left foot toward the back wall. Peel the right heel off your mat, point the left toes, shift your shoulders over the wrist, bend the left leg, tap the top of your head. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch the left leg back, roll open at the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes, circling that left foot right around your ankle. Reverse that direction. And then stretch that left leg long, straight, and strong. Shoulders over the wrist, bend it, point the left toes, tap the top of your head, and then exhale, left knee right in towards your forehead. Step the left foot in between your hands, dip the right knee down. Offer your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Spin the right foot off of your mat, left forearm, left femur bone, side bend. It's like a modified version of side angle pose. Now just hold this and see if you can plug the right shoulder head into the socket so you can lean a little more and gaze up and under the right arm. Slip your right hand to your right hip. Flip the left palm, reach it up. Pop the left heel as you arc up and back. Now bend at the waist, travel super slow, frame the left leg, pop the right kneecap up. Pyramid pose, facing the front of the mat, the left leg is reaching forward. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold over that front leg, plugging that left femur bone into that socket. If you need to keep the left front leg straight and the right heel popped, so be it. But breathe. Then go ahead and take the right foot. You're stepping it forward. As the left leg straightens, you're rocking back on a bent right leg as you bow over the left. Then as you slip your weight onto the left foot, reach the left hand out, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, reaching the right hand out and up as you balance on the left leg. Left toes forward, right toes toward the right wall. Lower the right hand down, square your hips up, draw the right knee in toward your forehead. Set it next to the left foot. Utkatasana chair pose. Now take your wings, sweep them alongside your body. As you lace your hands, your ribs are connected to your thighs. You're in half of a chair. Bend your elbows and see if you can lift your hands off of your back body. From this position, hands connect back to your sacrum and fold, maybe letting your shoulders rinse overhead. Release that connection, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Urdhva Hastasana, come on up, breathe in. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Offer the arms back up, look up, swan dive over your legs, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa, offering your heart up. Exhale, dive your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet in about 6 inches and bring them together. We're going to move through series B, Surya Namaskara B, and I'm going to call it out. It's a little variation, so just come with me. Pop your heels up on the in-breath. On the out-breath, let your knees go wide, hips to heels. Step, float, fly, feet to your hands, top of your mat, come right to Utkatasana chair pose. From your chair pose, hook your thumbs, stand tall, open up your heart. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa, keeping your elbows in if you're floating back. If you're stepping back to high plank, lower down super slow, always knowing you can use your knees to go chin, chest, belly, or take the flow right on out. Right leg lifts when you get back to down dog. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, step it right up. High lunge this time, crescent. Breathe in, rise up. Open it up into warrior 2. Breathe out. Look at that right palm, flip it, toss the ball up, reverse, pop the right heel up, reverse and straighten the right leg, and then lower the right heel down. Pinwheel your hands down, move your body through that flow, emptying your breath out, inhaling on the rise up, exhaling up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, open up at the hip. Knee to nose, step it right up, high lunge. Sweep your arms out and up on the in-breath. Use your inner thighs to hug into your own midline. Open it up, Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the left palm for peaceful. Pop the left heel up, reverse. Land the left heel down, straighten the left leg, reverse. Pinwheel your hands down, move your body through that flow. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, taking your hips up and back, down dog. Walk your dog in just a touch. Pop the heels on the in-breath. One breath, one move. On the out-breath, bend your knees. Step, float, fly, feet to your hands, chair pose, top of the mat. Hook the thumbs, stand tall, open your heart, breathe in. Exhale, dive, hinge, bend, and fold. Removing any obstacles, inhale and lengthen. Step or float it back, take it through Vinyasa. Obstacles are the way. Right leg lifts, roll open at your hip. Knee to nose, one time. Step it up. Let it be your stepping stone instead of stumbling block. Open up, warrior two. Flip the right palm, peace. Pop the right heel. Straighten the right leg, lower the right heel. Pinwheel your hands down. Move your body through the flow. Inhale, offer your heart up. Exhale, dive your hips up and back. Left leg is on the lift. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose. Stay with it. Breathe in. Rise up. Crescent lunge. You've got this. Open up. Virabhadrasana 2. Bend into that left front leg. Flip that left palm for peace. Pop the left heel. Straighten the left leg. Lower the left heel. Reverse your triangle. Let it flow. Let it go. Pinwheel your hands down. Move your body through the flow. Emptying your breath out. Inhaling on the rise. Exhaling back. Downward facing dog. Now, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet far apart enough to get your peace fingers right under your big toes. Now, sneak your elbows inside. It's a little modified version. And shake your head out. Anything that tries to creep in. Shake it out. Any barriers, any hindrances, we're going to climb right on top of them. No way around, only through. Now, halfway lift, breathe in. And then exhale, breathe out, and fold back down. Release the big toes. Heels in, toes out. Malasana at the back of your mat. Hands come to heart center. So this is the way that Marcus Aurelius puts it. He is the Roman emperor. So just stay here in Malasana. Lift out of your hips and close your eyes as you press your palms together. He said, objective judgment now, at this very moment. And unselfish action now, at this very moment. And willing acceptance now, at this very moment, is all we need. So rise up, stand tall, stay standing, open your eyes up. Your thumbs are hooked, arc up and back. Heel toe your feet together, arms are lifted. Drop your hips, chair pose at the back of your mat. Sweep the tips of your fingers down alongside your feet. Left hand, left hip. Carry the right shin or peace fingers on the right big toe and kick it out. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Left arm lifts. Open up to variation B. Carry the right leg across for standing pigeon at the back of your mat. So what he is saying is that in order to turn our obstacles around, we need to shift our perception. That's the first thing we need to do. Now, take the right leg, kick it back. Let your wings come alongside your body. Bend the left leg, point the right toes. Now, walk your hands out, not very far, not very far. So you're in a short down dog. Pull your right kneecap in and kiss it. Stretch it back, bend the left leg. Hop off the left leg, but let it land right where it took off. Baby, baby hops. Exhale, right knee to nose. Stretch it back, left leg bends. Push off the left foot, maybe you catch a little air time. One more time. Exhale, right knee in. Stretch it back, left leg bends. Push off the ball of the left foot, land it back where it was. Then open up at the hips. Stay right here or flip right into wild thing. Offer the right arm up and overhead. Right hand lifts. Bring it around. Weave the right foot underneath for fallen triangle. Left arm up and overhead. Breathe. Left hand down, right knee, right wrist. Left knee lowers, pigeon, pit stop. Sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands plant down. Pop the left kneecap up as you tuck the left toes under. Take the right leg, stretch it back, bend it. Shift the shoulders over the wrist, tap the top of your head. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it up. Back knee down. Anjaneyasana. Offer your arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Forearm to femur bone. Spin the left leg off of your mat. Left hand, left hip. Flip the right palm. Reverse. Arc it up and back. Lower the right heel. Now, right hand outside the right foot. Left leg spins back, find triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana. Pull the right hip back. Put a little softness, a little buoyancy in it. And then turn that triangle into a wide-legged fold. Reaching your arms way out in front as your tailbone draws back. And then diving your hands underneath as you fold and tip down. If your head is too close to the ground, maybe you walk your feet in a little. Now walk your hands back, left leg bends, Jiva lunge at the back of your mat. Now you can have the version where the left knee tracks over toe 2 and 3, right toes spin up. You could always kickstand the left arm as the right arm lifts. Now, low and slow, come to the top of the mat. Float right up. Half moon. Open it up. Half moon, right hand over and out. Maybe create a Chapasana connection. Bending the right leg and catching it. Release it to an L shape. Stretch the left leg back and land it in modified revolve lunge. Reach down, carry the right shin, spin onto the left outer edge of your foot. Carry the right shin up. And then maybe stargaze it all open. Right hand down, right foot, knee to nose. Stretch it back, three-legged high plank. Lower down. Rise up. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, dive your hips up and back. Down dog. Breathe out. Now walk your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat. Bring your feet together if they're not. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, dive and fold over your legs. Breathe out. Rise up, stand tall. Urdhva Hastasana, stretch high. Exhale, hands to heart center and just pause. Close your eyes and draw back into this place, this space. So our first way of turning our stumbling blocks into stepping stones is to shift our perspective, our objective judgment. We take things for what they are, neither good nor bad. We don't want to get too high. We don't want to get too low. Objective judgment now at this very moment. And then the second step is action. Unselfish action right now at this very moment. So staying here, sealing continually your purpose in. Then open your eyes up, reach your arms up, drop your hips, Utkatasana chair pose. Slip the tips of your fingers alongside your feet. Right hand, right hip. Left hand might carry the left shin up. You might stay right here. You might let your left peace fingers come around your left big toe and extend the left leg out, keeping that left hip socket plugged in. Utthita Hasta, extended, hand to foot. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Open it up, variation B. Stand tall. Steady your gaze. If you can shift it to the right thumb, so be it. Carry the left leg across to standing pigeon, where you're going to draw the right hip back. Sweep your wings, brush the left leg back, point the left toes. Flying, sweeping mantis. Now walk your hands out to three-legged down dog. Your left leg is extended long, straight and strong. Exhale the left knee to your nose. Bend the right leg as you take the left leg back. Lift it up. Maybe you catch a little hang time. Let the right foot land where it took off. Keep your hips square. Exhale, left knee in the nose. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Maybe you land a little lift. Last time, right foot lands back where it takes off. Exhale, left knee to nose. Take your time. Inhale, stretch the left leg up. Land the right foot back down. Roll open at the left hip, three-legged dog. Stay or wild thing, Kamakrasana. Right shoulder over the right wrist. Flip it inside out. Left arm lifts. Bring it around. Weave the left foot underneath. Fallen triangle. Spin the right arm up and overhead. Breathe. Right hand down, left knee, left wrist, left heel, top of the right thigh bone. Right knee might come down, sweep the arms out and up. A little pigeon pit stop. Plant your hands down. Shoot the left leg back, long, straight, and strong. Point the left toes, bend the left leg, tap the top of your head. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot up, dip the right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Spin the right foot off. Left forearm to femur bone. Right arm up and over. Right hand, right hip. Left heel pops up. Left palm flips. Reverse. Now when you land the left foot, you're going to let your left hand reach out. Spin the right foot a little further to the right side of your mat. And then as you drop the heel, find yourself into Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. So hug right into the center line. Maybe visualizing yourself in between two window panes. So I find one of the hardest things is how do we shift our perspective? Once we shift it, we can take action. Unselfish action. And then our third tip is willing acceptance of whatever it is that is going on. Turn your triangle into a wide-legged fold, Pasarita Pada, and then let the left hand stay in the center. Let the left hip draw back and let the right arm lift up. Twist. Now, right hand down, right hip draws back, left arm lifts. Lower the right hand, kick the right heel out on the diagonal. Jiva lunge at the back of your mat, possibly kickstanding the right arm across as the left arm lifts. Now, stay nice and low. Come to the top of your mat, and you're going to navigate your way into half moon pose. Open up from the inside out. Then that possible Chapasana connection. If you've got it, release it to that L shape. Bending the left leg, stepping the right leg back, modified revolved lunge. Now you could stay right here, or you can take the left shin, come to the outside of the right pinky edge side of your foot, carry the left shin up, maybe point the toe, then turn it into either a flying tree or maybe stargazer. Bring it around, left knee to nose. Shoot the left leg back, three-legged high plank, lower down. Inhale, rise up, beautiful. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Once you get into down dog, right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, step it up, crescent lunge. Rise up, breathe in. Left hand forward, right hand back. Exalt it, right hand behind the left. Offer it up and back. And then wring it out and twist. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Bring it up and around, warrior two. Flip the right palm, reverse it. Pop the right heel. Straighten the right leg, lower the right heel, reverse your triangle. Offer it out and down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. This time from your triangle, go right in to Jiva, back of the mat. Beautiful. Now, slither back forward, float it up, half moon. Peel open. Chapasana connection, possibly. If you've got it, release it. Step back, modified revolve lunge. Now this time, if it were of interest, capture your big toe. Carry the left outer edge of your foot to the mat for side plank, Vashisthasana. If you want to flip that flow, go ahead. Bring it around. Right foot's going to step this time outside your right pinky finger. Dip your left knee down. Now just hold right here. Right inner thigh pushes out. Dip your hips. Breathe in and out through your nose. Now, if you want more, left hand down, sweep the right arm back, catch the hand and foot, and then open it up. Release that connection, tuck the left toes under, rock your hips back, modified pyramid. Dig the right heel in, pull the right toes up. Breathe. Plant the right foot, malasana at the top of your mat. Yoga squat. Option to stay right here or plant your hands, kakasana, crow pose. Load your knees on the upper arms and lift your feet up. If you're staying in malasana, hug your inner thighs, lift out of your inner thighs. We are going to float back, so when you're ready, take a vinyasa or take it out. Meet back in down dog. Once you get to down dog, let that left leg lift up, roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Left knee right up the center line. Step it up, crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up, breathe in. Part the arms, breathe out. Right hand forward, left hand back. Exalt it, left hand behind. Arc up and back. Wring it out and twist. Right upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Maybe you want to stay. Maybe you want to hold. Maybe you want to open. Maybe you want to bind. Up and around, warrior two. Flip the left palm. We've been here. Reverse. Pop the left heel. Work the arch. Straighten the left leg. Lower the left heel. Reach up and back. Dock your hips back. Reach out and down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Breathe. Can you turn it into Jiva lunge? Back of your mat. Right leg bends. Left toes up. Maybe you want the higher version. Just keep that right knee tracking over the second and third toe. If you are interested in opening up, perhaps even binding. Right arm in front, left arm connects. Now slither your way to the top of the mat. Left toes forward. Float up, half moon. Open up into the Ardha Chandrasana. Shine from the inside out. Don't be led by external events. Right leg bends. We want to shift our perception. We want to take action. Unselfish action now at this very time. Release it into that L shape. Step the right leg back. Maybe carry the peace fingers around the left big toe. Side plank, your variation. Stand right up into it. Breathe. Maybe you flip that flow. Left foot behind the right for wild thing. Transform. Radical change from the inside out. Bring it around. You know where you're going. Left foot steps outside the left pinky finger. Drop the right knee down. Now just work this left leg out. Breathe. We can radically change our weaknesses into our strengths. So yesterday, I was looking through the movies on the airplane to get here, and I came across, sweep the left arm back, a movie that talked about someone having unbelievable obstacles. The name of the movie was Rudy. I know it's been around forever. I never saw it. If you have not seen it, it's just truly amazing. So it's about this young boy who had a dream of going to Notre Dame as a football player. And all of the odds were stacked against him. Outstretched, over challenged. There is just nothing that he didn't have to overcome. Release that connection, tuck the right toes under, pop the hips up and back, dive back. It was really amazing to watch. Now, the movie is a true story. It's based on a true story, so the left heel digs in. And you really, if you haven't had a chance to see it, it was truly one of the most inspirational movies I've seen about overcoming obstacles. Now, in the book that I am referring to, Obstacle is the Way, they reference Thomas Edison, who also had many challenges. Plant the left foot, hop the right foot up, come to Malasana at the top of your mat. They said that Thomas Edison had as many as 6,000 filaments before he found the right one, but that he always said it was 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So drop your hips down, wrap your arms around, come to a little ball, Apanasana, point your toes and balance on your sits bones. Wow. Now lift up into high boat, lower down into low boat, pull the right knee in and up, sit up tall. Lower back down. Exhale, pull the left knee up. Use your hands, let your heart lift. Flare the right toes out. Now go back and forth, moving your breath in and out through your nose. Move your breath, move your body. So we are in the process of overcoming obstacles in our life, turning them into stepping stones. Yes, it's a different way of thinking. Things aren't happening to you, but for you. Lower down, palms down, head down, legs up. Viparita Karani. Push your hands into the mat. Lift your hips up and over. On the way up, crisscross at the ankles. Plant your hands. Step or float it back. Take your body through Vinyasa. Offer the heart up. Exhale, dive your hips up and back. Down dog. Right leg lifts when you get there. Let the right knee come right in toward your nose. Step it in between your hands. Dip the left knee down. Anjaneyasana, offer the arms up. Spin the left foot off your mat. Right forearm, right femur bone. Left arm up and over. Left hand, left hip. Pop the right heel up. Reach the right arm up and back. Now, look down at your left hand. If you can reach it, go ahead and straighten the right leg. Reach the right arm up and overhead. It's a little back bend. Stay low. Bend at the waist. Travel to the front of your mat. Frame the right leg. Rock the hips back. Pyramid. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Sneak the left leg in. Bend it. Straighten the right leg. Bow down. Float up, half moon. Chapasana connection. This time, rise up, baby dancer. Slip the left hand on the big toe side of the left foot. Kick the left foot up, reach the arm forward. Lower it down, chair pose. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa. Take the left leg up and back when you get to down dog. Roll open at the hip. Left knee right up the center line. Step it in between your hands. Dip the right knee down. Offer the arms up. Spin the right foot off your mat. Left forearm, left femur bone. Right arm up and over. Right hand, right hip. Left palm flips. Pop the left heel. Arc it up and back. Stay here or reach the right hand to the mat. Straighten out the left leg, left arm up and over. Stay low, bend at the waist, slither to the top, frame the left leg, pyramid. Inhale and lengthen, exhale and fold. Slide the back knee in, bend it, rock back Right knee in, bend the right knee, left leg stays straight. Balance on the left foot. Float up, half moon. Open up from the inside out, pulling the left hip back, expanding, possibly creating that Shavasana connection. If you don't have that connection, no worries. Stand up, put your knees together, bending the right leg, reach back, maybe even with a strap. Right hand on big toe side. Kick the right leg out. Baby dancer. Release it, come into chair pose. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step back, high plank pose. From your plank, lower down to your mat. Once you land on your mat, go ahead and take that lacing of your hands behind your back. Your elbows are bent. Index fingers go long. Can you lift the hands off the back body with bent arms? Lower them back down. Can you extend your legs, lift your thighs, lift your elbows, lift your hands off the back body, lift your chest, lift your heart. Lower it down. Now, extend your arms if possible, and then rise up. Shalambhasana with laced hands. If that's not an option, just spread your hands wide, but fly a little. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Go ahead and bend the right leg. Bring the left forearm in. Pull the right heel in. Push down. Rise your heart up as you stretch out that right quad. Release. Right forearm down. Left leg bends. Left hand reaches back. Push down. Rise your heart up. Press the left foot in as the quad stretches. Now release. Go ahead and expand your arms back to a T. Chin lands down. Bend the left leg. Bend the left arm. Propel yourself up and over. Sweep the left arm back, letting the right temple either be on a block. Maybe you catch hand and foot. Release it. Come back around slow. Slow you go. Go ahead and bend the right leg. Bend the right arm. Propel yourself up and over. Maybe the right foot is used as a kickstand. Maybe the right arm sweeps back. Maybe it stays in a tented finger pad. You choose, you decide. Open up your heart. Now travel back to the center onto your belly, prone. Bend both legs and reach back. Can you catch something? Maybe you use a shirt or a towel or a strap, and then rise up, lift the heart, lift the chest, and take a little rock side to side. Maybe you want to rock all the way over and all the way back. Yeah, just breathe. And then hold in the center, bow pose. Release on down. Back to your belly, prone, chin down. Left arm out in front of your body. Propel yourself up and over onto your back to find happy baby. So you actually are facing the back of your mat instead of the front. Now, if you want a different variation, sneak your hands into the outside edges of your feet and just rock. Breathe in and out through your nose. So just know that as you move through your day and you move through your week, Just practice, practice, practice tips that help us turn any type of stumbling block, anything that has brought fear upon you, any of the external circumstances going on in the world, any relationships, any loss, anything that is troubling you. See if you can find a way to transform those things, not only to thrive in spite of it, but to thrive because of it. Maybe you want to extend your happy baby out for a little upavista. You could always have peace fingers on your big toes. You could always slip your hands on the inside of your thighs. And then bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide, left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. So feel the rise and the fall of your heart, your chest, your belly. Then lengthen your legs out for Shavasana, letting your arms just come alongside your body. Give yourself full and complete permission to rest. Now, if you can stay 5, 10, 15 minutes, just turn off the video. But if you can come with me, now is the time. Bring movement back to your fingers and your toes, inviting that renewed, restored, transformed self of yours back into your day. Bending your knees, shifting over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Help assist yourself back up into your day. Right now, at this very moment, we're going to find ways to shift our perspective, objective judgment. We're going to have unselfish action, reach that unselfish action up. Action conquers fear, and then gather that willing acceptance right here, right now, into our heart. And as you seal your purpose right in, let it be connected, let it bring peace, let it bring love, and let it bring joy as you move through your week. Looking up, breathing in, finishing off with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.